Welcome back to the future, homie. It's Tone Space. And this is Future Mania. Y'all about to embark on a little journey to rhyme in space. As we set things off, we'll start with a tale. A tale about a man who came seemingly out of nowhere and saved an entire culture. Listen, a man named Tony came to town to turn the game around, laying down gems to all the jewelers there ain't the frown. Stood a good 6'5" or maybe greater. Quiet boy at first, just say hi and see you later. Then the fire breather gave a demonstration, started smoking from his nose and eyes started glowing. Then he opened up his mouth and set ablaze to a cabin with his flowing. I tell you, it was something that you had to see. Commotion spread around through the town. We just knew that he could save us from every whack rapper, stunting bitch and evil hater that had plagued us. Them simple niggas all banded together to be the common terror of the newer modern era. Tony told us he would help us and to leave it all to him, man. He taught us of the culture, how they did in the beginning. Break dancing and graffiti, we would have our secret meetings to do the knowledge leading to our oppressors defeating. Now on the other side, where the pants be hugging tighter, the whack niggas caught wind of this handsome brother's fire. So they enlisted suckers with the promises of women, and cash got them young, robbed the mamas of their children. Said, listen little nigga, you in one exclusive party. Our code name is swag, because secretly we are gay. We'll reach every community and take over the nation. Now boy, lower them pants a bit for anal penetration. Tony knew what we were up against and busted out a scripture, a written that was fitting for 1 billion miles of river, with the flow and so fluid that he drowned a quarter of them. Their fruitiness hit you through us, they struck, we lost a dozen. Their bootiness would ruin us, we fought back with some breaking. Electric boogalooing and the old school Harlem shaking started taking out another quarter, half of them remaining. They kept on switching up on us, our tactics weren't changing. We knew if we stay true and stand our ground to keep the culture, we'd move into their grounds and beat these clowns and stupid poses. The main thing Tony taught us was of how to stick together, what led to our song and rhyme defeating the whack era. They fled and left the children, now we must re-educate them. Pull their little britches up, I think that we can save them. As for Tony, I don't know any more of his conclusion, cause he hopped in his DeLorean and sped back to the future. And you say New York City. Oh yeah, it's your man, Tone Space.
Where the fuck you from?
Tell them where you from.
Tell my homeboy, tell y'all where the fuck you from.
DJ Hayley in this piece. Let's get it poppin' now. Woo! That uptown funk gon' give it to ya. I said that uptown funk gon' give it to ya.
Shout out to my niggas from Divine. They'll act wild.
Shout it out, shout it out.
Brown, Beats,
to Los Angeles, yo.
Still putting it down.
New space written for brown bees. Brown dick out with the bitch on her brown knees. My lyrical style sees touring across earth, splitting different boundaries. Now who the fuck said I can't rap? Groupies hand clamped and caress my damn sack, while mumbling, wait, or something like that, while they face my waist. Hey, guzzle the nectar up, her bread is up, and I'm plugging them guts in her Lexus truck. This beat is so raw, fam, it's got me reminiscing, shifting seats in the tour van. Yeah, I'm top rhyming like wax noodle, packaged with flavor. Tone Space brings the facts to you. Now can a prophet earn a profit, whether it's written or off the dome like the furthest rocket?
We showing up. Now let me slow it up while blowing up. You hold the fuck on. I said yes, we blowing up. We showing up. Now let me slow it up while blowing up.
Check this out, yo. I said double DD was depressed. Then she got depressed. I declined the deep press for deep rest. Relax, shorty, be easy. Come unwind. Open a bag of that and tag hash like number signs. And no one shows their true face. It's the mascara that make up who they are. Charged by the fad setters. And when you shine's when they all be new. And just the flyness they see on you. But let me ask you, how can your words stick to me like glue? When I beat off with a stick, who you beat off to? Tone Space, big baller.
of charisma, ain't he? From flowers to your door now, I'm falling out with your lady. Live stream extreme is cooking me, but I don't hold a grudge, I'm good looking, so good looking, B. And little mama, it's so good, enjoy the flavor. Groove to the tunes and move your butt like toilet paper. Yes, we blowing up, we showing up, we showing up. Now let me slow up while going up. You hold the fuck on. I said fuck it, let me write up a third verse. Peep like a pervert, a weirdo that's berserk. I never follow ways of common man. Spend my time and plan our exodus to the promised land. Big dick in your mama's hand. I love a rock woman like Jim and the hologram. Federal promise notes. Got our people dying in jail or retire broke. Yeah. They try to spin it like cycle spokes with false higher hopes, but our system's a lying joke. Y'all US citizens who don't reawaken, that means you assisting them? What? Them stupid nigga trends, trinkets, gems without a movement. Bigger plan? Set in motion keeps you stuck in backwards. No man can see me trying to fuck with rap words. Yes, we blowing up, we showing up, we showing up. Now let me slow it up while going up. You hold the fuck on. I said yes, we blowing up, we showing up, we showing up. Now let me slow it up while going up.
Now I've got class, finesse, and grace. I keep the ladies looking when I step in the place, but sometimes I play the crib with a bottle in the mix, and I get my lean on every swallow that I sip. Now I'm sipping 151 with my hair out, nigga with my hair out, shorty with my hair out. You see, I come from the slums that you hear about. Media will glamorize wherever your whereabouts. Niggas looking dumb, all at me in the stare about. Fool, what you looking at? Make me wanna air him out. Probably trying to front cause he sees that I'm here now. Hate to wipe your tears, I'm just trying to get my fair amount. For years I've been chasing cash, just pulling ones out. Going through a fucking drought, wanna pull some guns out. But I got a beer and my brother put a blunt out. Yeah, nigga, light it up, then another one. Now I'm on my last stove, so before a nigga runs out, cop a fresh pack and light up like the sun's out. Shorty walking by looking fly with a plum round. Rump that was talking to me, made me learn my lungs out. Now why you holding it in?
Let it out, let it out.
You got soldiers in the pen.
Get 'em out, get 'em out.
You keep your girl handcuffed.
Let her out, let her out.
You say your man ain't enough.
Get 'em out, get 'em out.
Now girl, you got that bomb cat.
Let it out, let it out.
They want out their contract.
Let 'em out, let 'em out.
You got a lighter and a split.
Let it out, let it out.
You holding tigers in your crib.
Let 'em out, let 'em out.
Tall, dark-haired and handsome and young. Detective walks around with his very own anthem. But really though, I'm regular. I crash in the spot, not expecting nothing crazy, but what happens is hot. Now, shorty in my face with her tits out. Her thing is dancing, so her kids don't do it out. Yeah, do your thing, ma. Make me pull a grip out. She's so fine that I wanna pull my dick out. But never mind, I ain't trying to get kicked out of the establishment, so I just sit down. Perhaps another time, so I let my game out. Whisper in the ear all the things I wanna lay down. She's undoing my hair, now tone rocks the ponytail. That be my trademark. Trademarks mean tone prevails. Yeah. Shorty wants me and my girlfriend. Yes, I'm down with that, so I'ma go and tell her. Come to find out that she with it too, so I pulled the chips out and we went the telly route. Me and them did it till the dawn and the sun came out. See, all the magic happens right when you let it out. Now if that boy's too tight,
Let 'em out, let 'em out.
you hurt your jaw in the fight.
Never doubt, second bout.
Your bank got $2.
Close the account, let it out.
You done drank too much.
Let it out, let it out.
You got a tax proposition.
Let it out, let it out.
A couple facts that I'm missing.
Let it out, let it out.
You wanna go live?
Let it out, let it out.
Your daughter's older.
Let her out, let her out.
I've been spitting gems whether simple or complex. A lot of people's music do get taken out of context. I wanna lay the facts down, check it like a pat down on records. I'm just trying to bring a whole new rap sound. A million motherfuckers go the rhyme, right? Spit their little bars and most need to take a time out, cause they shit is trash and they really need to climb out. Work on their craft and hustle and grind it out. Most pull the mic out and they sound assed out, cause they too caught up trying to sound like the last out. Be original or just stare inside a glass house, wishing you were his ass shining and mashing out. See, I let my passion out, trying to put mash it out. That's about keeping you into it before thinking of cashing out. Got something to say, then just spit it out. If you got a second out, then homie better get it out. It's your thing, and only you can live it out. Then we'll never brave it out, usually just deal with that. I make it out the fire with the flames that are blazing out. Get higher than retire in the game without playing out. It's on your mind, you wanna say it?
Let it out, let it out.
You think you constipated?
Let it out, let it out.
That's just the way you feel?
Let it out, let it out.
Your body structure's great and heals.
Get 'em out, wear 'em now.
You got a can or two of brews?
Check it out. Hip-hop is alive. Rhyme veteran, I'm better than who gives a fuck. I set the trends, climbing my mind's element. I am defined pestilence, poison in hell's residence. Renovating the spot to a store just to sell records in. Your afterlife is a record release party. Pass the mic, we ain't letting the beast party. Shed some light on what's really alive. Writers of lyrics who strive tight when you hear it and vibe to it while in touch with your spiritual side. Gold domino, gold grinding for dough. I'm in a mode, abominable flow, shining with soul. The key ingredient needed to see to keep it heated. When the streets believe it, then even your weakness is a secret gem. Your afterlife is a task scan at Heaven's Gate, where rap fans from 7-8 to present day demonstrate against the state of second-rate artists who got marketing ties, no skills, so many do. So hip-hop is alive. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. I ain't dissing no artist, but put your bit in your heart in it, so we'll listen the hardest. And there's a difference in marketing from spitting the sharpest. And if it sounds gay, keep that bitch in the closet. I got an underground style, $1 million character. How I feel about an amateur? Psst, lyrical garbage. Some cats are like prostitutes, they casually suck. Now back them bars up like acid reflux. Don't get mad at me, cause I speak up. An artist and a fan, so I have to be blunt. I started way back around the age of 6, just listening, memorizing and loving the culture. It was ridiculous. At age 11's when I hit the stage reppin', spitting gems, rocking heads way before grade 7. Feels good, man, even when my pockets are dry. So say it with me, damn right, hip-hop is alive. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive. Dolores Tucker tried to kill it, Calvin Bust tried to steamroll it. Some flat rappers came clean forward. Used to love her and still do. Through the gutter we build new foundations for each other to heal to. See, it's more than just the music and rhyme schemes. It's for the ones who struggle so reality can reach out and find dreams. It's an example of the good made from bad. Fucking come up, getting what you shouldn't have had from how you brung up. Plus it be a threat to authority that threatens minorities or whoever got porosties. A nation divided can just embrace it and ride it. Display it, provided before the gay senses hide it. A basic reminder, cause from your basement or projects or a state where you ballin' and got a taste for exotic. Either way we provide it, ain't no stopping the vibe. This ain't later departed, cause hip-hop is alive. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. Hip-hop is alive, hot from the popular side. Props to the artists and strive stars from top of the sky. Rocks in the watches, the nice probable profits aside. Hottest when rocking the mic, fans know what's poppin' is live. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is alive, no it's not gonna die.
Graph artists,
alive, no it's not gonna die. Hip-hop is 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 alive.
She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o. Fuck them silver bells, it's my big black balls. And when my dick spits black, you better get back, y'all. Have them hoes singing when I sting them with my ding-a-ling. Bitch, you're a monkey, my dick is divine. Get in the swing of things. Speak highly intellectual, ever perpetual. Make raps about my dick and still be heterosexual. These hoes will do anything for the Klondike fellas. Plus I dress so fresh, I make Dom Dykes jealous. My ding-a-ling is definitely in perfect condition. Letting off-white, slimy surface emissions. You best behave, goddamn bitch, look at the mess you made. Usually I keep that motherfucker freshly shaved. Bitches don't get pubic hair stuck in their teeth. My dick destroys vaginas beyond fucking belief. Advanced knowledge on the topic like an older god. Bitches worship and polish my dick like it's a golden rod. When some bitches see my dick, they just stare at it like they're scared of it. Of course I take proper care of it. My penis is everything it's meant for and prepared to be. For every chick that turned their back, my dick was there for me. Gives a fuck about that motherfucker. sucker. All the ass in the smash, it's no wonder I still got that motherfucker. Bang bitches throughout DC in the roughest of times. From busting raggedy ass bras to busting them dimes. My ding-a-ling is my trusty pal. Busting nuts with a thrust like you bust a cow. Just a calico. Use my ding-a-ling to slap the face of a back alley hoe. Tally ho, now you know. Ha ha. My dick! Suck it! Suck it! My ding-a-ling, motherfuckers! In your mouth! In your mouth! Freedom! Put a championship belt around it.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna knock it. Slow down. I wanna play everybody with my ding-a-ling.
All right, y'all, what's up? That was Multiple Man with My Ding-a-Ling. Put a championship belt around it. For more of that Multiple Man fly shit, just go to SoundCloud, type in Multiple Man, and you'll find him. He's very entertaining, probably the most entertaining rapper I know. You know, a lot of us like our musical artists for different reasons, whether you appreciate the skill, whether you appreciate the depth, the theme music they have. Multiple Man is probably hands down pure entertainment. He kind of reminds me of Sean Price. Sean P, he gave me that like pure entertainment feel, like a new Sean P song. I know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get entertained. I mean, don't get me wrong, as well as like greatly skilled. Sean P is an amazing lyricist, so is Multiple Man. Yeah, we got G Spence in the building. Yeah, it's been a little while. Yo, you got any music, just send it to my email. You know, I'm gonna do this show. I'm trying to do like a radio joint. You know what I'm saying? YouTube live stream radio. And in fact, I want that shit to catch on. I actually been seeing some people doing something sort of like that. They go to Spotify and they stream different Spotify lists of, you know, independent music. So, you know, that is kind of like spreading already, you know, which is a cool thing, because with radio and commercial music, people paying payola and all this stuff to get their spins and get their plays. It's nice to have, you know, to utilize this YouTube shit as, you know, a nice underground movement, so we can basically do what we want, you know. Okay, cool, G. That's what's up. Good looking. Yeah, and in general, we got Elm City, Concrete Jungle, G Spence up in this thing, Dakota Ebert, Lies, More Lies, and Deception, J Babies, and Who the Fuck, aka is James Gordon. You know what I'm saying? And Tia Wells up in this thing as well. And Man O' War. What's happening? What's happening? You know? I was popping on just to pop on. I actually got to go to sleep in a minute. You know what I mean? Just figured I'd get on just to keep the momentum going. You know what I mean? Don't you forget about me now. And this is how you do that. You know, I got the blue shit popping with the hat and the shirt and all that shit, the little background. But yo, right before I went on, I read a story that's kind of crazy. They said Neil deGrasse Tyson has now joined the elite number of black men that have been caught out there on some sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong, it's more than just black men, but I guess the fact that he's a black man that's happened to, it kind of stands out. If you're not familiar with Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an astrophysicist? He's a science guy. You know what I mean? I think he runs the astronomy museum or something of that caliber, uptown New York. You know, he went to one of the, you know, the smart schools in New York. You know, dude's a brilliant guy, allegedly. And I'll tell you why I say allegedly in a minute. But basically, he got caught out there. Some woman's coming out saying that he groped her at a public event. He was trying to look at her tattoo, and he wanted to see if the tattoo was a tattoo of Pluto, the planet. And she said that, you know what I'm saying, he kept moving down her arm and everything until, you know, he started trying to grab her Mickey Mouse, started, you know, digging up her skirt, trying to take that trip to Disneyland. And, you know, she just recently came out and said something about that. And it's interesting because I saw some other thing. If you're familiar, Neil deGrasse Tyson has also been in high defense of the concept of the globe Earth, or in Neil deGrasse Tyson's case, we could say the pear-shaped Earth, because he doesn't even say that the Earth is an equal spherical ball. He said that it's a little chubby in the middle, kind of like a pear. You know what I mean? So he went from talking about the Earth as a pear to trying to grab a pear or something, and he got caught out there. But then there's something else. I got to look into it. But supposedly he admitted that the Earth was flat, or that curvature is not able to be seen in this particular jump they did. You know, like a supposed space jump. Now, I covered that a few shows ago when I did the Flat Earth presentation. What is it, the Red Bull thing where the guy jumped? He was in New Mexico, like way in the air, and he jumped down, and they tried to play it off like he was jumping from space, even though, you know, that's not what it was. And I guess I got to look at the article, but I guess Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying, yeah, it was a flat plane, you know, in the visuals, because what they did, they used a GoPro camera, whereas if you watch the supposed space jump, you know, the background, when you see the Earth, it does like look curved, but that's due to the camera lens that they use and everything. And as I understand, Neil deGrasse Tyson came out and said, yeah, there was no curvature in that particular footage. Now, you know, I don't think he necessarily came totally out and said, or should I say admitted, that we live on a flat plane, but he did do that. And coincidentally, this story about him, you know, groping some woman had just came out. So some people were speculating there may be a little correlation right there. And I say supposed science guy, because I've also seen videos that claim Neil deGrasse Tyson is nothing more than a paid and hired actor, and they're trying to, you know, suspect that his credentials may not be real or as authentic as he perpetuates them to be, and he might just be put in there by the system to, you know, get us to keep believing that bullshit. And by that bullshit, I mean the global Earth. And if you notice, if ever you check out Neil deGrasse Tyson, he does try to have like a hip candor to him. You know, he tries to purport himself as, you know, like a nigga that's down type stuff, yet still push the science agenda. You know what I mean? Like a cool scientist type of vibe he tries to come off with. And if you look at the flat Earth movement, it's a lot of young folks. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, you know, 30, 20, 40. You know, not really much old school generation. This whole flat Earth concept, or I would say revelation, is, you know, something that the young folks are rocking to. So it kind of makes sense that if they were to put somebody to jam that stuff up, they would pick a Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I don't know if he does have a lot of acting credentials. You could check out Odd TV, ODD TV. Check out Odd TV's channel. He did a video talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson, nothing but an actor. And you know, you can see some stuff about that shit right there. You know what I mean? What's going on in this Chizat? What up? What up? You back? Okay. Hayden Planetarium. There we go. That's most men. Yeah, most men do be on. You know what? I don't know what it is. I was thinking the same thing, Tia. Like a lot of these men that come out and get exposed for doing this, that, and the third. You know, what happens after, you know, something that they did, or usually after they expose something or they reveal too much, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? And people were saying this Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about the space jump show, the flat plane. But my thing is, it is interesting that all of these people have some type of sexual deviancy in their past that ends up getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? So it does kind of give the impression that all these motherfuckers are out there, you know, fooling around doing some old grimy shit. Because how come you can't have people that blow up a spot or reveal something that ain't supposed to be revealed, and there not be some sexual tomfoolery that they done? You know what I mean? It seems like everyone got that card that they could pull on them. You know what I mean? Unless some of these people are making it up. But, you know, when you do look into these cases, you see documented history, and it seems like, you know, they have done some shit. A lot of times the people admit it. But yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's among that crowd now. I don't know where that's gonna go, but I guess we gotta wait and find out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out RTV. He did a thing on him. And something else I wanted to talk about. I don't really got too much to say, and I got to go to court again Monday morning. But something else caught my ear that I wanted to speak on. Let me see. Flat Earth, Round Earth. Ice Cube claimed the Earth was a cube. Or I guess it's his world. In kindergarten, we are all taught to keep your hands to yourself. Exactly. That's true. In kindergarten, they also push that globe all up in our faces too. You know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying, Neil deGrasse, you know, he's all about that curvature. From the microcosm to the macrocosm, the shape of the earth, and he's trying to, you know, touch the shape of the curves on other people too, I guess. I don't know. But something else that caught my ear, I was watching Style Show, and, you know, briefly, he was talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing, and he said something along the lines of he found the connection between Tekashi 6ix9ine and the mayor of Chicago. Like the mayor of Chicago was, or mayor or senator, one or the other, I forget, but, you know, a head political figure of Chicago is connected to, I think he said Tekashi 6ix9ine's management or something like that, or record label, you know, and he was bringing up about, like, you know, proposing the idea that dude might be 12, as they say in, where they say 12 at for police, Atlanta or something. But yeah, he was suspecting that he might be a plant or, you know, some COINTELPRO shit. And it, you know, it added to other few things I heard. You know, I heard that the record label that Tekashi 6ix9ine is on, 10K or 10 Stacks Records, some shit like that. The owner, I believe, is the son of the owner of Universal Records, right? And I believe it's the owner's son that is friends with someone that's a current or former FBI agent, something to that caliber. But so basically 6ix9ine is already connected to the FBI somehow like that. And Styles brought up that he has a connection to Chicago, to the mayor or senator or something like that. And he was also bringing up that it would kind of make sense considering the way that 6ix9ine be moving. Oh, nobody could touch me, and talking all this shit and doing all this like risky behavior. So, you know, I was kind of thinking that too. Because I mean, if you check another channel I want y'all to check out is Tupac Hoax Revealed. You know what I'm saying? We write that, type that in the thing so y'all could see it. Tupac Hoax Revealed. Put this shit on right. Tupac Hoax Revealed. All right, now Tupac Hoax Revealed, he does videos proposing the idea that Tupac himself was an agent, was a plant. Now I know with a lot of y'all hear this shit, that shit sound bonkers, especially if you love you some Pac. You know what I'm saying? I know he's been my favorite artist since Me Against the World and onward, even to this day. Whatever. I know the shit may sound crazy. He was a revolutionary. He was for the cause. You know, he's our current day martyr of a black leader and everything. You know what I'm saying? He's today's Malcolm X and all that other shit. I get all of that. But just check out dude's channel with an open mind, and you'll see that Tupac Hoax Revealed, they break down a whole lot of funny style stuff. Everything from the different cases that Pac caught, and how he was able to get bailed out through the supposed shooting of two off-duty police officers, to the rape case, to the supposed shooting in Quad Studios where he supposedly got shot 5 times, 2 grazed wounds to the head, a shot through the hand, and 1 or 2 to the thigh and groin area. Yet there's pictures after that incident. You never see a scar on his hands. He rocks a baldy. You don't see any bit of a scar. Like you've had a whole panoramic view of Tupac's head post the first supposed shooting, and you see not one sign of a grazed wound or none of that shit. I say that because that was the red flag that really got me into checking dude out. But basically, he brings a lot of compelling stuff that suggests that Pac is an agent, right? And when I'm looking at this Tekashi 6ix9ine thing, I'm seeing a lot of parallels to the stuff that Tupac Hoax Revealed has revealed. And he actually said that he's probably going to go in on 6ix9ine as well. But I see a lot of similarities. And, you know, y'all may not be able to get it until you really, you know, dig deep into the meat and potatoes that Tupac Hoax Revealed got about Pac for y'all to really vibe with what I'm saying. But I could still break down a couple similarities. Like, for example, Pac, he was rolling with Thug Life at first, right? Crips. He gets shot, he go to jail, come out. he's rolling with the Pyrus, he's rolling with the Bloods, right? Oh yeah, 6ix9ine. When he first came out with that Scum Gang shit, he was rolling with a lot of Crips. He had, you know, they were blue flagged up in the videos and all that stuff. Next thing you know, he's Treyway with the Bloods. There's another one. When Pac, the night that Pac died or whatever, right? Or supposedly got shot, it was in Vegas. He was in a car rolling with Suge Knight. He gets shot. Boom. Right before 6ix9ine was picked up for them to take him in, for the feds to take him in, they said that he was about to go to Vegas, right? And the feds were worried about his life because at that time they had caught the wiretap that, you know, suggested that his own Treyway people allegedly were trying to kill him. So, and they had intel that they were going to catch him in Vegas, right? Then I heard some other intel, you know, from a somewhat credible source. But now this next part is unconfirmed, but it is interesting. Other sources say, or they actually co-signed that, because yeah, the Fed said that they were going to get him in Vegas. So that part is already, I guess, credible as far as the Feds could go, you know, in terms of credibility. But then another source said that, yeah, they were going to catch him in Vegas and they were going to try to make it look like a gang thing. You know what I'm saying? Like make it look like locals in Las Vegas, like Crips or whoever, are the ones that, you know, shot him. So I just found that interesting. Like, imagine if that would have happened. Him getting shot in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Same way that it happened to Pac. Add that with the other parallels that they had going on. You know what I mean? That shit was just interesting to me. Some other shit I was going to say. Let me think. I'm actually tired out this piece, so kind of slow. That guy said Orlando Anderson was Tupac's brother, possibly. Oh, yeah. I thought that was a bit of a stretch. I mean, they got the eyebrows and shit going on. They do look similar. I can't front. But he does believe that, I mean, there is some suspect shit with Orlando Anderson. When he first denied it and, you know, the tracings with his family and everything, that shit is kind of suspect. Styles does know his stuff, all right. I watch his show sometimes. He really good at breaking things down. Tupac retreated to another dimension. Possibly. KCK in this thing. What's happening? What was the other shit I was going to say? Pac, Vegas, 6ix9ine. Damn, I hate forgetting shit. Oh yeah, this is one. If you, and now I found this suspect ever since Pac got shot in '96. This line has always stuck out to me because if you check out Tupac's second album, Strictly for My Niggas, he got a song on there. I forget the name of the song, but he says, "Now I'm sure to be rich till '96," right? And that was in 1993. 1996 comes, he gets caught out there in that Vegas shooting, and supposedly he's gone, you know, gone with the wind, right? Now, Tupac Hoax revealed, they pointed that out, and I was like, yo, they thorough on that, because I've been thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a Pac fanatic. I had all the albums, even the, you know, pre Me Against the World stuff or whatever. So that was interesting for Pac to predict that. There's another thing we're on video. It was an interview. I think they were interviewing Pac and Snoop. I think it was an interview in relation to the Two of America's Most Wanted video. And Pac was talking about how his real life plays out like a movie. And he said, yeah, you see me this. You see me get shot here. You see me go to jail. You see my death. You know what I'm saying? Like, he added the aspect of him dying. Now, at this part, this was before he supposedly got shot in Vegas. But he was going through the timeline of events that are to play out. You know what I'm saying? How you could see it, like, in real time. And you know how his music predicts a lot of shit. He's like, yeah, I talked about going to jail. I do this. You can see this. You can see that. You see my death. Now, how the heck could he, in an interview, say that you see his death? Like, if it is some suspect shit, then it sounds like he already got that script. Like, he got the script that he's supposed to die, according to the story. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, him just getting in his bag, talking his shit, you know, he just, like, slipped that shit out. Because in his mind, yo, that's part of the script. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? He revealed it to the people. Yeah, you see my death. So that, and then the sure to be rich till '96 line, that shit plays out. And then we can make a parallel to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think it was earlier this year. Tekashi said that he's gonna retire this year. That he's gonna quit rapping in 2018. So had he allegedly been shot in Vegas, you know what I mean? That shit would have been kind of interesting because, again, he's kind of like predicting something. I mean, I know the shit sound like a stretch, but at the same time, if you look at both of these individuals and really see what they go through, if someone were to tell you this, Pac shooting at 2 cops, getting off, going to jail, getting bailed, shot 5 times, coming out, this and that, 6ix9ine, rolling with all these people, robbing people, getting arrested like mad, being on probation, this, that, the third, finding guns in his crib. It's so much action-packed shit in both of these individuals that if you didn't see this happening on TV and someone were to tell you this shit, you'd probably think that that is a stretch. You know what I'm saying? But we're so caught up watching this shit live that it doesn't seem unrealistic, because, you know, we're watching it and it's given to us by the media. They're telling us about it, so it gotta be true. So I say that to say that the notion that either one or both of these people are plants and that they're just playing out a script that's written to them, sure, that sounds far out there, but then when you look at the shit that actually goes on, personally, to me, that sounds just about as far out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this 6ix9ine kid, the shit that he's going through, this shit is like, even people that do videos say it. They say, you can't make this shit up, because it sounds so unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? They say real life is stranger than fiction, but what if that stranger than fiction thing is that all this shit is a script that they're writing, that they're playing out for us? You know what I'm saying? They says when 6ix9ine, even the Chicago people were saying this. They were saying when 6ix9ine was in Chicago, when he was fronting, talking about the hood, they can't touch him, he's gonna roll through there everywhere. The local people, local rappers, local gang dudes, just local residents, they were saying he was rolling around with mad different cops and with like government type license plate type police officers. You know what I mean? They showed a picture of one of them where it showed a whole bunch of cars around him escorting them like he a senator or something. And then they were saying something else. They were saying when Tekashi came to Chicago, a lot of people started getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, you know, hood folks, gangsters, rappers that, you know, dealing, whatever they deal with. They were saying a lot of them started getting locked up, like way more than usual in such a short time. You know what I mean? When 6ix9ine was out there. So I'm not saying that he's a plant or anything like that, but I still got to at least believe the plausibility of that. Because then you could ask yourself, well, what's the motive? Well, look what he's doing. Starting shit with different gangs, you know, stirring up all type of beef and drama and just like trying to put this like real, you know, this aggressive energy in hip hop so everyone could like get at him and get on his head and get riled up. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Tupac, you could say Tupac was part of the gangster rap agenda, because prior to like Dre and Snoop and all of that, especially in New York, you know what I'm saying, we were on some one for all for one, brand Nubian, peace, love. You had the native tongue movement, you had Tribe Called Quest, you had Public Enemy, you had like revolutionary music and literally a modern version of the hippie era as far as hip hop music is concerned. Like we were really going on a path of, you know, some peace, build and do things together type shit. And then the Chronic came out. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, when the Chronic came out, the music was just amazing. Like, I can't just say it's been fed to us and that's it, because the music was amazing. Like, it would have been lovely if Tribe Called Quest and Public Enemy and all them niggas, if they had that G-funk in them and they had that, like, musicality, oh, man, they probably wouldn't have even been able to disturb the modern-day hippie era. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it up to them. I still give it up to gangster rap as far as the music itself. But a lot of people suspect that, you know, gangster rap was fed to us just to break apart that unity and, you know what I'm saying, that revolutionary spirit that we had. And then it turned into boom, bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody busting at each other, rival gangs, this and that. Basically turned, you know, the peace aspect of hip hop on its head. I remember seeing one video where they showed one BMW that Suge and Pac were in. They showed a similar BMW that was shot up and the rims were different and there was a hatchback on that one. All right, Tia, do your thing. Enjoy. Yo, yeah. So much stuff. Also like the lack of blood. You know, people, even with Biggie, they said there was so much lack of blood, but at the same time, Biggie was a lot heavier and they say that the fat could kind of, you know, trap off a lot of different blood. Yeah, with the Pac shooting, there was a certain lack of blood. Idi Amin, who was there, he done changed up his story about what he witnessed multiple times. There was also like a disparity between the way that the traffic was going and how that shooting couldn't have been possible for them to get away in a certain direction because the traffic, you know, according to Koval and wherever they said that shit happened at, it just doesn't make any sense. There's also people saying that Vegas is one of the most camered up places, even in 1996. Like, it's weird that that shit was not caught on camera. Now, I don't know about this. I don't know what the camera situation is, street cameras and shit in Vegas is in 1996. So I can't even ride on that one too much. But a lot of people, you know, are saying that. And then, of course, with Tupac, you also got, you know, the usual Tupac is alive stuff and spotted here, spotted there. He says this on this song. He says that on that song. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can even add to that. I mean, a lot of that shit sound bogus, but, you know, some of that shit make a lot of sense at the same time. So it's just something to think about. You know what I mean? And what I was saying if Tekashi 6ix9ine does get out, like out of jail and he's free, you know, let's say, all right, he got to go to court next year in September. But if he actually gets let out after having his bail denied one time and then actually making bail, because, you know, as I understand with the feds, they're not too big on giving you your bail anyway. And also, once you have that bail hearing and they deny it, it's usually a wrap for you. You just got to sit there until your court date. So if miraculously, if he gets bailed out, I'm really going to see shit as suspect. You know what I mean? I did another video where, you know, I was just pretty much playing pretend. I was like, yo, imagine Tekashi 6ix9ine gets bailed out, and then he signs to 50 Cent, and they form like a new G unit with like Uncle Murder and Casanova. You know what I'm saying? That shit would be crazy. And that would also be a parallel to when Pac got bailed out. Oh yeah, I also said, yeah, like if 50 bails him out, if 50 Cent bails him out, because, you know, his assets, his money's supposedly frozen, and then they start a new G unit. Like, that would fit right in line with the whole parallel. Like, when Suge bailed Pac out, and then, you know, he was rolling with Suge and all them niggas. Nigga said, I died dead in the streets. Nigga, I'm getting high, getting head on the beach. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Some interesting shit. But, yeah, I don't know. But I'll say this. If the shit is real, then 6ix9ine is in trouble. That boy got problems. They say they had an informant that was, like, you know, integrated within the crew, and that, you know, because they were trying to make a case saying that, well, 6ix9ine was not technically involved in this gang because of this, that, and the third. And then the other lawyer for, you know, the other people, they were like, nah, we got this informant and this shit is in the bag. And, you know, he said that to the courtroom. He said everybody got scared. Somebody was like, oh, shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It might be done for him. Because even if he is able, even if they are able to knock out some of these charges that they got against him now, at the same time, prior to the feds picking him up, he was on probation. And they say where he was not even supposed to get arrested by the police. Otherwise, that's a violation of probation. That's what people are saying. But that sounds kind of weird to me. I think usually it would be, because, you know, you get arrested for anything. You could be driving and, you know, niggas just pick you up on some dumb shit. I think usually when you're on probation and you can't get in trouble, it's like, you know, you can't get convicted of anything else. You know what I'm saying? But people are saying that he can't even get arrested, which, as far as making sense, the way that the law works, that really don't jive with me. But that's what people are saying. So, I don't know. What's up with y'all peoples, though? Tia Wells says, yes, I do wonder if a lot of this is made up. Yeah, J babies, they done got, what's his name? Neil deGrasse. Neil Tyson. But let me see what else anybody's saying up in this thing. Some crazy shit. Throw another track on. I'm about to, you know, just wanted to rap a little bit just to stay flowing and growing, you know what I mean? What joint should I play? Try to play some old shit. Like, I played a couple of my old shits. Hip Hop is Alive, I did that in 1997. And that other shit I played, I did back in 1997? I mean, 2007. Oh, I got a good one, if I still got it. And Young. Speaking of 1997, if I could find the joint. And Young Revival. Okay, check this joint out called Revival. I did this shit back in 1997 with the Young Pharaoh voice.
Remembrance through painful situations in which I was facing a mortalized example of the terror. See the war in my eyes, my fall and my rise. Remembrance through painful situations in which I was facing a mortalized example of the terror. See the war in my eyes, my fall and my rise. Remembrance through painful situations in which I was facing a mortalized example of the terror. See the war in my eyes, my fall and my rise. Remembrance through painful situations in which I was facing a mortalized example of the terror. See the war in my eyes, my fall and my rise. Should I blame society? Would I be wasting my breath? Reacting violently, engaged as a threat. Act defiantly to fake heads, revolving around stages and sets. I wanna make bread, the wages are scarce due to the days that I slept. Phases I met, my victory must be a sure shot guarantee. Fuck gambling and placing a bet while handling the greatest of stress. Life just keeps on moving, no timeouts for taking a rest. Just treat it like fruit and juice it till no flavor is left, cause that's the way to live best. One day you're at the top, another on the bottom. Like the behavior of sex, should I be happy to have a girl and play with her breast? Give me some love and lay it to rest. The media will have you disregard the problem to go chasing the flesh, and we're left with one nation a mess. The devil said I'll sell you 5 minutes of pleasure for 5 years of pain. Who's liable to gain? It shouldn't boggle the brain. I do the pain all throughout my veins when they shot me and just could not be. Who thought I'd feel the lead power? I took a short-term fall, then rose like a red flower. So now I return, double album, snatching the title, passion to fly through my foes, expose my revival. Yeah, and yo, 979 shit is Bengali shit. Check it. Life takes its toll, they catch you while you're sleeping. My thoughts wake your soul. Success is what we're seeking. All men for themselves, deciding who's the biggest. Survival is a must, revival of the fittest. I drop jewels like 5% poor righteous teachers. What the world needs are more righteous leaders. Streets are devastated, war by the heaters. Sometimes it's never stated, all types diseases. It's like the source giving me 4 mics to sleeping. Not recognizing the problems until you meet them. It's hard how the ghetto streets consuming us. I said it before, a dark cloud beat the cumulus. I hope one is listening. I try to reach the numerous heads. Whatever's ruling us is screwing is dead. I stay moving ahead. This hell ain't my goal. I may be using the bread, but never selling my soul. Some try to stay above ground and still fell in a hole. Life is a plan, there's no telling the road. You got the players who once did well before they fell and then fold. You knew the game. You can't say you never been told, but I can see from your style just like a gelatin mold. Cause you kept living your life on a relevant mode. I progress, bringing the mic to a lyrical level as I decide to bring forth my status of revival. Life takes its toll, they catch you while you're sleeping. My thoughts wake your soul. Success is what we're seeking. All men for themselves, deciding who's the biggest. Survival is a must, revival of the fittest. Life takes its toll, they catch you while you're sleeping. My thoughts wake your soul. Success is what we're seeking. All men for themselves, deciding who's the biggest. Survival is a must, revival of the fittest. Through pre-millennium roads, I witnessed signs of chaos where good times betray us and officials turn invaders. So if you learn to hate us, put your pistol against our lasers. That will crisp you in a second if we can't reach your mainframe. Please ain't having that. We've been trapped since enslavement. Play constantly paradise when our minds are free. School up the states and revolution, shoot up the nation. Don't blame us breaking our branches when we're the root of creation. Solving a lost equation while going through altercations. From AIDS embracing to butt naked false invasion. While you're shedding more tears, you see genetic warfare on CNN and you fear that they'll set it off here. Remember when black entertainers battled east versus the west? The way the system wanted, now it's just the beast versus the rest. The third's the best vision. Once risen, ruling's inevitable. Living forever through righteousness, others can never do. Revenues obsolete, blocks and streets now a heaven. No longer need to get the shooting for your retribution. My vision of a silver lining, Ant Young, still reviving body, mind, and soul. I'ma smile, but it's time to go. Ah, yeah, that's right. 98, Ant Young, Bengali, that's what you could call me. This is how we doing it this time. How we doing it? Revival of the fittest, you know what I'm saying? Come on, life takes its toll. They catch you while you're sleeping. My thoughts wake your soul. Success is what we're seeking. All men for themselves, deciding who's the biggest. Survival is a must, revival of the fittest. Life takes its toll. They catch you while you're sleeping. My thoughts wake your soul. Success is what we're seeking. All men for themselves, deciding who's the biggest. Survival is a must, revival of the fittest. Yeah, that's how we doing this. This goes out to all the motherfuckers in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know you all y'all in the struggle to just keeping it up, surviving, all of that. Going on. War. Revival. That go through some shit, still make off and still continue on after that. That's what revival is all about, ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that was Tone Space, aka Ant Young, Revival, back in 1997. Unravel the Ocean. Get the fuck out of there with that. Yeah, that was the joint Revival. I'm trying to find the video that talks about what Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about the jump. See if I can pull that shit up. I haven't watched it yet. Flat Earth. Neil deGrasse Tyson smashes Red Bull jump curvature. Completely destroys the curvature that many claim. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's check this out. Neil deGrasse Tyson completely destroys the curvature that many claim can be seen in the Felix Baumgartner descent from space. All right, so this might be the video they talking about. Is it? Space jump with Neil deGrasse Tyson. How many times have you been told that you can see the curvature? 2 days ago. All right, let's see if this is it. Fuck. Click what I'm trying to click on, motherfucker. Got my Instagram shit all out there. Check me out. Tone Space on Instagram. Flatline. Alright, let me see if I can pull this shit up. I would like to see what that's about. Window capture. Capture the window. Was turning me on. Capture the window. There we go. Let's see what they're saying. Let's see what this shit is about. Alright. Capture the window.
Release.
If you're scared, walk away. 'Cause there's no need to feel ashamed. Yeah, we all feel the same. Where's your passion? Where's your fire today?
All right, now. The whole world is looking on. I'm going over. Jumper away. Speed 725. Showing Felix in a stable descent. And Felix is back to hold safely, the new world record holder.
And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
Okay, that wasn't much of a big deal. I don't even see why, you know, Flat Earth folks would even make that much of a big deal. He's definitely not co-signing Flat Earth. In fact, he's helping defend the credibility or the alleged credibility of the curvature Earth by saying, like, yeah, that small height above the Earth is still going to look flat. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people to even consider that, you know, that jump from New Mexico, you saw the curvature. You know, that was the camera lens. Because you still, on the ground, you still see most of the area in that curvature was New Mexico. So for that to be him jumping at the curve of the Earth, that would mean like New Mexico is like 30 to 50% of the entire world, and that's just not true. So I thought he was gonna say something a little more revealing. Shit, if anything, all he did was defend his curvature Earth by debunking that nonsensical idea that you could see the curve at that point. If anything, that adds or at least defends the credibility of him, of the point that there is some form of curvature at some height, which I personally believe there is not. But that was nothing. That wasn't much. Oh yeah, I was hopping on for a second. I'm about to get up out of here, get this rest. I gotta actually review some notes for I gotta tell these people in the morning, the judge and whatnot. So yeah, expect me to be on with some like actual real shit in a minute, probably like tomorrow or something. All right, adios.